Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Hey family, come right on in, you guys. Come right on in. Thank you guys for showing up on a Saturday, you guys. Woo-wee. I've been working my butt off today, this morning, this evening. And I want to share with you guys the interrogation. If you haven't seen it, you guys know that we are going over every little bit. And there's some surprising little tips that's in this interrogation. So, yeah, Miss Tina, you missed it last night. We do have 2 mods now. Congratulations we got Lisa Taylor, and she always been a mod. I just couldn't figure out how to get her to be a mod again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure it out if it takes me all day. It didn't take me nothing but a minute. But we got Lisa Taylor and we got Lisa Calhoun. So we added those 2 mods because our channel is going to thrive, you guys. We're going to start getting interviews. We're going to start digging deeper. And it takes time to dig deep. I'm not going to ask for people that's going to do seance and I don't know what you call them. I have nothing against it. It's just, I just want the facts. And people say, well, those are facts. Oh, I don't know. But, if you're, I don't know what you call them. I don't know what you guys call them, but I just want the people that's either involved or around or a friend or a cousin or a relative or neighbor or went to school or whatever. Because once you can get in the heads of, Jarvis or um, Naziah or the family, and Annette, Shannon, you can pretty much understand why they did what they did, when they did what they did, how they did what they did, and you can eliminate some people. But for the people that did not know, I was just explained the other day. Sometimes people come after me. I read a little bit of the comment and I'll be like, whatever. It doesn't really phase me. So I don't want you guys to do anything about it. It just doesn't phase me because 9 times out of 10, they do not know what we know. So what was told to me when we were talking the other day about Nay being the third person, I mean, the person that Jarvis called, and then Nay called the other girl, Latrice or whatever, Johnson. Somebody was in the comment section talking about SP. Her name ain't Nay. SP. Her name is Naziah. It's Naziah. Quit calling her Nay. Well, see, they did not know what I was talking about. They had no clue. I had no clue what they were talking about. I just ignored the comment. They did not know we're talking about a whole different person because they run in here, and a lot of people do this. They run in and they're off in the middle of a conversation, and then they only thing they want to do is say something negative. They wait until you pronounce a word wrong or spell it wrong or even say the wrong time or something. And that's the only time they got something to say something. But I don't mind it. It just is, it don't get to me. But like I said, somebody had to explain it to me, and I think that was Woke the God. We were talking, and she was like, yeah, they was thinking you was talking about this. See what I'm saying? Done got the story all mixed up, probably ran and told somebody what I said. You know what I'm saying? You did say that, SP. You said Nay was the third person that called on a three-way call. You said Naziah. No, I did not say Naziah. I said what I said. I said Nay. I believe it was Nay. And if you don't know who Nay is before you speak, you got to find out. But we're going to get right into the topic exactly at 3:00. We got 2 minutes to go. You guys, thank you guys for showing up. Everybody's showing up, especially these mods. I did want to increase the mods because, like I said, we're going to grow this channel and we're going to do it the right way, like we always been doing. And you guys, let's get into the topic and let's get to this interrogation because I like to hear the interrogation. I kind of try to take out a lot of the baffling sound so you guys can hear it. The first time I heard it, I just kept skipping over it because it was just too much back noise. So once I recorded it, you have this thing. It's a button when you editing to take out back noise. So I done a little bit of that. I increased the volume because some of the stuff I couldn't hear so that, we could hear it. And yeah. So anyway, you guys, and if I stop the video for every 5 minutes, I have to, so we won't get a strike. So sometimes people be like, oh, just let it run, let it run. I wish we could. But sometimes they say, well, you just took somebody else's video. You didn't edit it at all. You just copy. No, we're not trying to do that. So this is a reaction video. Let's get into it. We've got 28 seconds left, you guys. Anybody got anything to say? I like to see all my moms in the building. Lisa Calhoun, Woke the God, Lisa Taylor, Sanja Watts, Tina Powers. And see, yeah, because before, if you take out Lisa Taylor and Lisa Calhoun, we would only have like 2 or 3 mods. So, used to just pick mods, but now we've been a little bit selective. If you became a mod, it's because I've been seeing you, you've been helping, you definitely been loyal. And so now, we do have a family base that once you've been around for a while, when we get to know you, now you get to become a mod. It's just not because, you just a mod. You're a mod because you are family, and we know me, and I know you, and you know what we don't want over here, and you know what we do want. You have something to say. What do you want to do? You want to call in, or you want to come up on the panel? How do you want to do it? No, woke to God. What's going on? Because we're finna get into it. Yeah. Very present and loyal. Exactly. Because we're finna start this. Okay. I got both phones right here. And you guys, if you're not a part of the family and the channel, like I said, I give my mods a lot of respect, and they give me respect, because in order to get respect, you got to give respect, right? So I have learned how to talk to people. I have to calm down, and certain people keep me on my feet. So that's always a good thing. Um, if anybody needs to get in touch with me, they know how to get in touch with me. I just wanted to say, on behalf of all the mods, we thank you for all of your hard work. Oh, thank you. I thank my mods, because I have to call you guys sometimes in the middle of the night, or first thing in the morning, or as soon as you get off work, or while you're moving and driving or something, just to ask a question. And sometimes, I always got to ask, am I going a little bit too far, or should I don't say this, or let's keep it like that? You guys keep me well grounded, and I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on, Raymond?
What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing much.
I see you just not coming on there.
Yes.
I just tuned in. I was like, damn, she's just not coming on.
Yes.
I know I keep hearing you talking about you want to go to Detroit, but you want to know where it's going to be safe.
Oh, I kind of got an idea now, and I kind of got a little bit of, I got some people in my corner down there now.
Okay. Well, since they're down there in your corner, most definitely y'all want to start right in that area by the shop on the east side. You don't want to go by Berg and 7 Mile.
Why not?
Shit, it ain't that many abandoned houses over there like it is on the east side.
Well, she may not be in the abandoned house.
That's where ain't nobody looking. The thing about the abandoned houses is you ain't gotta go in them. All you gotta do is pop the boards off the window. If anything did in there, the smell gonna come out.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta go in. Just take a crowbar and pop the boards off. And if there is anything in there dead, the smell gonna come out.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? How they be boarding the houses up, repairing the house, they board it up with that board on the windows and doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If it is boarded up, the smell is then closed. But if you just bust open one board off a window, if anything dead in there, whatever it is, the smell will come out just through that window, that board that you took off the window.
Well, the smell of a dead person stops smelling after a length of time.
Yeah, so that means you're going to have to go in and check some of them places out.
Yeah, because it's been way more than a year, so the smell of the death is probably gone by now.
Trying to figure out what band houses over in that area by Berg and 7 Mile.
Right.
It ain't that many. not like it is on the east side. You might run across 50 abandoned houses on one block. You'd be like, God damn, the whole block, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, on the east side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might ride down 2 blocks and you just see abandoned houses or a vacant field where houses been towed down and be like, damn, the house is gone. You ain't gonna find that like that on the west side. It ain't like that.
Right.
It ain't been that much poverty on the west side like it has been on the east side. So all the houses is abandoned or either towed down.
Right. Right. It's crazy.
I tell you another thing that a friend of mine, we were talking about the street that Jarvis used to live on. I wonder how many abandoned houses on his old block.
Oh, you wonder?
I wonder, because really abandoned house on his old block, that would be the perfect place where he wouldn't think nobody would look if the house is still there and abandoned that he grew up in.
Well, you know what? Next week, sometimes I have to get a hold of somebody, but next week we would go down that block and take a look.
Yeah, East Line, EASTLAWN, East Line. It's on the east side of Detroit. It's not that far from that shop neither.
Why do you say that's not the street?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Not the street where he was living since he's been on parole. I'm talking about when he was growing up, like 17, 18, 19, he grew up on East Line.
Why do you say that?
Because I know.
No.
What street y'all trying to say he grew up on? Ashland?
No.
It's East Line. Yes, it is. It's East Line.
Why do you say that?
Because I know somebody who lived on the same street that they lived on when he was younger. East Line.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
I beg to differ.
I put 100 push-ups on it.
I put $10,000 on it.
No, I put 100 push-ups on it.
Okay, I put $200 on it.
I don't gamble with money.
Okay. I just told you.
I'd rather for a person to get in shape, or either I'm gonna get in shape if I'm wrong.
Okay, well, okay. Well, I'm gonna work out regardless, but my pocket needs to be. You can give me, if when the time comes.
Now, if I'm wrong, I don't have a problem with working out and giving up the push-ups that I'm asking for.
Oh, no. Well, if I'm wrong, well, why don't you just put $100 on it?
Because I don't gamble.
That ain't gambling. That's making a bet. We ain't gambling. If you're right, then
Anything that involves money don't turn out right. Now, you just think about it and ask yourself, anybody that you didn't know that been gambling for money, it never turns out right.
Okay. Well,
Whether it be dice, or they gambling on a football team, a basketball team, or some type of sport, it's going to be an argument, it's going to turn into a fight, and it's going to turn into whatever it turned into.
well, because somebody's going to lose.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the thing. Gambling is when you have something to lose that you really is worthy. That's gambling. That's like me taking my rent money and going to go bet on the horses. Now, if it's entertainment, and that's what we're doing right now, this is all for purposes of entertainment, because this YouTube, I just said bet $100 or whatever, because if you guys want to go and look over there and whatever street you say it is, you can go look, but I guarantee it's not.
Gambling is gambling.
Okay. All right. Let me get off into this commentary.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, you guys, let's get off into this commentary. But that was Wayman. He was calling in. And he says, go look over here. I don't even know where he said go look, but I guarantee you that's not the street. And when I said I guarantee, it's a fact. I know. It is not nothing I read. It's I know. Period. Period. I don't know who told him that, but he want to bet 100 push-ups. Now, you know what? I'm not going to bet 100 push-ups because, first of all, I can probably only do 3 or 4. I'm not going to bet 100 push-ups because I already know I can't do 100. I can do maybe 2 or 3. But see what I'm saying? I can't give you something I don't have. I can't do that. But I do got $100. I even betted him $10,000 or $1,000 or even 300. If you want to bet 300, he got 300. He got $100, $200, $500. Bet me. I don't know who told him that, but it ain't true. And see, I don't, other people's commentary, I don't go look at and hear everything that they say. So if you got it off of somebody else's channel, that's the street. Okay, whatever. But, you know. Anyway, let's get off into it.
Don't forget, be there for Yeah, that was what she said that I was supposed to pick them up that day. But I never responded.
Yeah.
Well,
So then the next one, she responded.
you sent a message.
Pardon that you want to delete your number.
No, I don't know.
Before you explain, just look at the time, sit back to back.
Cool, yeah.
And we in school. And then right here, she tells you to respond, okay. That's what she
I did receive it.
So, and you said, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
So, all I said, all I was able to send me.
And pausing at 1 hour, 48 minutes and 7 seconds. I want to go backwards in time.
So, okay, so yeah, that's what we saw. Okay. Alright, so your original date was in what was your original date?
November the 20th, the day before my birthday of last year.
That's when it happened?
Oh no, when the case happened?
No. When did you supposed to get sentenced? Because we got 2 days. We got
Yeah,
so
what happened was, I was supposed to get sentenced last year, the day before my birthday. Went to court, whatever case may be, they adjourned it to January the 9th.
That's the day we had.
Right, so I had a legal issue pending, and I asked to get it extended before I could take care of my legal issue. That was January the 25th. So after that, then they scheduled for February 7th.
To go on.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm pausing at 1 minute, or 1 hour, 44 minutes in.
Okay, so you guys heard what he said. He said that he actually was supposed to go to court a little bit right before his birthday, and his birthday is like November the 17th. And the only reason why I can remember November the 17th, you know, all my kids' birthdays in November, you know. I got one on the 7th, one on the 16th. My brother's was on the 15th, and then one on the 21st. Yeah, so he said November the 17th because I'm like, dang, you know, he was right up in there with them Scorpios. And he said November the 25th, he was supposed to go to court. And the reason why they did not, you know, do it on the 25th was because he need to make arrangements or something with this kid.
44 seconds.
Alright, so what's your relationship with God on the day-to-day? Like, are you having interaction? Just, like these relationships?
Yeah, we kind of need something. And I also get her and my daughter from time to time.
Your daughter who?
Tonight.
How you spell it?
J.A. Apostrophe. And my age.
Your name?
BUTTS.
Go ahead. How old are you?
16.
Sorry, you're 16?
Okay. No, 16.
6. You start with 5, okay. 10, okay. Go ahead.
So I get up from time to time. I do cleanups.
Okay.
Sometimes I see them down there and work at my old job. Frank says to have them come and clean up my office and my bathroom and stuff like pretty much twice a month here, I think.
Okay. And where is Frank's at?
That's this morning.
Did you pay him?
And I'm pausing at 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 3 seconds.
That's right to the heart.
That's the face.
It's a facial recognition. So you went in to use your face, you got a pin, what's that?
04
04
1925.
1925. Okay, so if I need to know the last time you talked with, okay, right? Alright, so would you be willing to give me consent to do that real quick? Thank you. What type of phone do you have? Alright, phone what?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You looked at me like, what kind of?
0.
JARVIS.
Yeah, it was fine, man.
We have a JARVIS. We work with.
Yeah, I work with JARVIS. Alright, so iPhone, what color is it? Okay, it's the last, you said it's 11. And then your phone, 313 585 8719. Password is 041925. And
When was the last time you hit that phone?
Right before I got back.
Okay.
In fact, the morning before I turned myself.
Hold on. I want you guys to know, at first he was saying something about, he was going to pick somebody up, but then they turned around. They asked him, would he do the interview? And he said, yeah, he was going to do the interview. Now they're talking about the phone. And remember that the phone was cut off. Naziah's phone was cut off February the 6th. He went to court February the 7th. Now, he's going to tell you guys, he just cut that phone off. Remember I told you Naziah's phone got cut off on the 6th? Yeah.
Okay, did you cut the phone off or is it still on?
I turned it off. It's still on as far as company-wise.
Company-wise, right. Okay. Where did you need the phone?
It was actually with one of my girlfriends, man, because she bought
I heard you say baby mama, 13 kids, fiance.
Yes.
You live with who do you live with?
Angel and my
That's the fiance. And we got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, player.
She was just sitting there telling him, you said that you have 13 kids. One of your baby mamas got 5 kids. Then you got a girlfriend and you got a fiance and you're living with this other woman. Pay attention, you guys. They're going to ask about the car too. And I can't really understand what they're saying.
Fire hydrants?
No, man.
Okay.
I actually used it before I went to sentence.
Okay. So she has her phone. She has her phone.
I understand the police have my phone.
Now, who did they get it from?
Her.
We asked because we don't know this info.
From my understanding, they conducted a raid on her house.
Okay.
Why they raiding her house?
I don't know, that's the same thing.
So she had the phone.
The phone was in her possession.
Okay.
So,
And that's where you left it, when you got locked
And
in.
my jacket in the car.
Okay.
what type of car? What color?
And
Okay, I'm gonna go check.
Is that your car or her car?
hers.
Oh, okay.
Pausing at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 50 seconds. playing at 1 hour, 32 minutes and 16 seconds.
Due to the sex and everything, maybe. And I know she's getting older, so she's into certain things. Like I come up, she has her fingernails and shit on. And I'm, and I know grandma was.
So why does not give it to her?
Earn it.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So the value is a mentor.
Yeah, so earn it.
So you mentor her. Would you talk to her about anything?
Depending on, certain other things, I would ask how school is to, nothing serious, I would say, I would about too much in family business, and paying, like I said, everything is better to do that to earn it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you got something, earn it, and you appreciate it more. So that was my whole thing on that. So I used to just give it to them, they would take advantage. And every time I bought it, and there's a lot of kids over there, so I can't keep giving. Yeah, not everybody $5, and that looks real bad if I just give you money every time you gotta ask for it, or she asks for it, and I can't give it to anybody else. So therefore, if you guys want something, I got a job for you. If I have something for you to do, I'll call and let you know. Every time they come in with $25 a piece, depending on.
Okay. So about this recording.
Come down there, hold on. Make sure we follow the same person.
What's her other name?
Zaya.
You know about when that picture might have been taken or where?
I don't.
Does she look like that last time you saw her?
Not at all.
What she look like the last time you saw her?
She had long braids and long braids.
Any color in her?
I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to back it up just a little bit because I want you guys to know when she asked Jarvis how was her hair, he put his hands up like the Mickey Mouse little things like she had on her head, like the little bonds. He put it up like that, and then he want to put it like, oh, okay, her hair was long in the back, But at first, he put his hands up just like the two big puffy balls that she had on her head at the beginning. Let me just back it up just a little bit so you can see that. Just a little bit.
What's her other name?
Zaya.
You know about when that picture might have been taken or where?
I don't.
Does she look like that last time you saw her?
Not at all.
What she look like the last time you saw her?
She had long braids and long braids.
Any color in braids?
I don't know what. Matter of fact, she was in the last time I saw her.
Okay.
So it wasn't even done, so I don't even know what it was. But
You talking about back and forth between the house?
that sounds very basic.
So she wasn't back and forth about
That anything. The last time I seen her, she was with her hair. Yes, she was. She was like a flock, because I guess the real sweet. And we stayed next door. So she was going back and forth. We come next door. They were in the basement at the grandmother's house getting her hair.
And I'm pausing at 1 hour, 35 minutes and 6 seconds.
Not that I don't know, like I said, not that I can recall. But if you can be in my phone, I'm already quiet.
Okay. So, you do some these phones.
No, I'm just trying to find out stuff.
Okay. So, when I was asking you about you had any contact or text messages or anything in your phone, driver, it was on. You can't think of the last time she talked to you?
Top of my head was.
Were you supposed to meet her? No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
pausing at 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Girls and fairs and things like that. So, not accusing or nothing, but some of this stuff, we can't just. I got that question. So I can do a lot. So can you kind of help me out, like, what we on with that, or point me in the right direction? I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is what's happening. Like, I can't tell you that. Why would you be texting me that if you I wasn't reading, so you see. I'm supposed to be at the house. It's okay to be at that home, her brother. So that's I'm supposed to pick them up at that house, at their grandma's house on Bedford. From time to time, I had talked to them, and I did tell them that they the location she had put at my grandma's house. I was supposed to be at it because they got out of school whatever time. I was waiting on my daughter to get out of school. I don't pick them, I don't pick one of them out the other. I don't mind. I don't pick one of them out the other.
And pausing at 1 hour, 51 minutes.
You ever heard when you go about trouble with, with girls and boys?
I don't know about the situation she had with some girls. Supposing I jumped on something like that. I'm not sure anything about that situation. I'm still going She wasn't talking about my number. She was talking about the number that she called me from. Like I said, they called from different numbers. So I see, this text now shit.
So right. So so I can get your number.
I don't know why she was saying my number, though. Because anything that we do, like I said, it's always like that. When they call me from text now numbers and all that bullshit. So I'm assuming she was seeing when she said it. Like I said, I don't have no reason I had nothing else. My phone was what it is, everything is in my phone. Y'all have possession of my phone. Take a look, take over through it. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know why she said give me my number.
You're saying that you didn't get it right.
I promise to Jesus, I didn't get that. I know it.
Promise to Jesus.
I was supposed to pick them up. We never had a chance to get that because
I don't know how you're playing.
He said, I know you're saying. We were going to stop this time.
On the night?
Man, yeah, we were going to stop. What was that? I don't know where they did.
And pausing at 1 hour, 54 seconds.
Let me stop right here. I just read something from Miss Cece. She said this was the worst police interrogation for a missing child. I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I'm still trying to figure out. But when the grandmother did not call the police, she went to the school and dropped off all the kids, and then she went home, and then she went back to the school around about 11 o'clock because the person that was interviewed said the school officer, he wasn't a police officer, but he was a school officer, was called to come and check up on the child. And so he said, well, he got the call about, 11, 12 o'clock. I'm like, well, why was it still wasn't an urgency then with the grandmother? But the funny thing about it is, let me tell you a little secret. The person that sent him name is George Harris. Okay. I let that soak in.
she had texted me, and I asked what number was this. She was like, I gave her the number. She said she didn't know what number that was.
So you see that y'all had correspondence the day before on the 8th?
Yeah, from the same number. What does it say?
So
It said, what do you do?
right,
That was using what do?
she's saying that she actually you was at work and you was telling what you doing.
Yeah, what do you do?
So y'all have back and forth conversation.
Not like that, though. So, like I said, they called me when I had jobs, and I told you when they had my house.
But I just the way that again, I'm just trying to understand.
So I can tell you talking about
No, you wait. Listen, I'm again. At the beginning of the conversation, you asked did you ever speak with her on the phone or text message? And you said that you either speak with the grandmother or you speak with your child's mother.
Or they call me and ask me and harass me, and I call the grandmother and let them know that they did that.
But here, we had a back and forth conversation.
Okay, what is the conversation?
And I'm pausing at 1 hour 58.
He said they be calling him, harassing him. And he calls the grandma and let them know that they been over there.
Saw Naziah before she went missing.
Yes, he stated to me that he had last seen her at the end of December or early January sometime at the grandmother's house.
Okay. And did he say anything about knowing where Naziah's bus stop was?
Yes.
Okay. What did he say about that?
He said that the bus stop was a 3-mile drive in Cornwall.
And when you guys are talking, and you mentioned the name Zaza, who is he referring to as Zaza?
The decedent, talking about Isaiah.
So he had a nickname for Naziah named Zaga. That is what this police officer is saying. And remember, he just said Jarvis knew exactly where her bus stop was at, 3 Mile and Cornwell.
And you were showing Mr. Butts some text messages. What were the messages that you were showing him? Where were they from?
From his cell phone data, I got that information from the officer in charge of the case. I don't know exactly where it was extracted from. I would have to review the document.
Okay. Were they from like a cell phone provider? Were they from an app, something like that?
I believe they were from an app.
Okay. And was it your understanding that those were messages between Mr. Butts, the defendant, and Naziah Harris?
Absolutely.
Okay. And the photo that you showed Mr. Butts, where he identified Naziah Harris, I want to show you people's, it's already admitted Exhibit 12. Turn and approach.
Yes.
Is this similar to the photo that you showed Mr. Butts in your interview?
Yes.
What's the only difference? If there is any.
It appears to be the same. I feel like my picture was zoomed in a little bit.
Okay, so it's just a smaller version. Was yours in color also?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And is this the one where he identified as Naziah Harris?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further at this time.
Now the defense is going to question him. I don't know. I can't remember how this went down. It wasn't really anything important, but I want you guys to hear the whole interview while the guy is on the stand. And like, we'll go back over just tibbles and bits of it, trying to remember exactly where it was at. But if he says Zaza, Zaga, or whatever, hey, he had a nickname for her, and it wasn't Tuda.
Good afternoon, Detective Mace.
Good afternoon.
So, let me ask you, first off, your role in this case, were you primarily just interview Mr. Butts, or were you involved in the greater investigation?
Mainly for the interview. I assisted on a search.
Okay. So, you interviewed Mr. Butts on February 15th, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He was already in custody, correct?
Yes.
And where did this interview take place at?
Detroit Police Headquarters.
Okay. Did you take to transport him, or was he already there when you got there?
He was already there.
Okay. So you don't know what conversation was had with him prior to getting there, correct?
No.
Okay. How long was he there prior to you seeing him, if you know?
I can't recall, sir.
Okay. But it was you and your partner, Lisa Johnson?
Yes.
All right. You came into the room, correct? And he was already in the room when you came in?
Yes.
And you said that you didn't offer him any food or drinks?
No.
Okay. Do you know if he had a chance to use the restroom?
No.
Okay. So you begin the interview with the reading of his constitutional rights.
Yes.
All right. And you said you believe he understood English. He understood everything you said, correct?
Correct.
And you read the rights from him.
Yes.
Did he read them to you, or did you read them to him?
I recited them to him first.
Okay.
And then I asked him to go over it and read it himself.
Okay. You didn't have him read them out loud?
I can't recall. I can't recall. No.
All right. And he initialed behind each one of those, correct?
Yes.
You had him verify his phone number, correct?
Correct.
All right. First of all, let me ask you, what was Mr. Butts' demeanor at this time?
His demeanor, initially it appeared to be forthcoming.
Okay. So he appeared to answer all your questions, correct?
Yes.
Didn't hesitate in answering any of your questions, did he?
No.
All right. And it was a conversation between the two, correct?
Yes.
And you said this interview took place over 2 hours and 15 minutes. Is that what I had?
I feel it was about a couple hours, yes, sir.
Okay. So you asked him about his cell phone, correct?
Yes.
He gave you the cell phone. He gave you his number, correct?
Yes.
And he even signed off to say, yeah, go ahead and search my cell phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you asked him about January 9th, correct?
Yes.
And he told you he did not he had a legal issue up in Clinton Township. I thought he had a legal issue, excuse me.
Yeah, he said he had a legal issue, yes.
All right. Did you check and verify whether or not that was true?
I did not.
Okay. And you asked him about Nasiah coming to his shop, correct? I'm sorry, you asked him about his interaction with Nasiah, correct?
Yes.
And he told you that she would come to his shop from time to time, correct?
Yes.
And he would have her do work in his shop, correct?
Yes.
And he also told you he had his daughter do work as well, correct?
Correct.
Did you verify whether or not that was true?
I did not.
Okay. You asked him about a bus stop, correct?
Correct.
And he said he told you where this bus stop was, correct?
Correct.
And did you find out how he knew where this bus stop was?
I didn't.
I'm sorry?
I did not.
Did he tell you that anyone told him where this bus stop was?
I'm not sure, sir. I can't recall that, sir.
You can't recall? Maybe that's true.
I can't recall, sir.
Can't recall. Okay. Just one moment.
So he's trying to debunk everything, like they didn't investigate afterwards. Everything that he said, they just like, oh, he's lying. He knows where the drop off is. He's lying. She's going to have DNA at the shop because she normally comes to the shop. The funny thing about it is, and you guys can go back and listen to it. Jarvis said that he has her to come to the shop to clean his office and clean the bathroom. Well, remember the bathroom, you really have to go in to the other side of the corner store to get to the bathroom. But nevertheless,
don't forget, be there for sure. Yeah, that was what she said that I was supposed to be.
Okay. I was wondering, I was like, what just happened? That was the end of the guy, because he said just a moment, and then he goes to his colleague and they talked, and he comes back and say, no further questions, Your Honor. And so he got off the stand. That was the end of that interrogation. You guys, I got a little bitty clip here I want to share with you. I think it's like a minute of a newscast. And this is important because someone reached out and said, hey, you need to share this. And all information is important. And I'm trying to figure something out because what I was told and what this newscast is saying is two different things. So I pulled it, but I'll let you guys look at it.
On January 19th. In addition to allegedly sexually assaulting Harris and impregnating her, investigators say he also sexually molested his own daughter. The alleged molestation began when she was under the age of 10. They further allege he sexually assaulted another girl who was under the age of 5 at the time.
She was 4 years old at the time, and she was the daughter of one of Mr. Butts' girlfriends at the time, and we believe her to have contracted chlamydia.
It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's worse than what I thought it was. I've been trying to bring attention to him since 2022, and I did not realize it was this bad.
Bond was remanded for 41-year-old Butts. He's currently incarcerated on an unrelated weapons charge. The sexual assault charges involving minors date back to 2012. Investigators say he started molesting Nasiah Harris in 2022.
Unbelievable. I just want this case to move forward. Nasiah receives the justice that she deserves, and any other victims who have been victimized by this maniac.
Authorities believe there are likely more children who were victimized by BUTTS. Meanwhile, Harris's body was never found.
I would encourage any other victims who have been victimized by this man, please speak up. Don't be afraid.
13-year-old girl disappeared on January 9th.
Okay, you guys. So that is the weirdest thing is because they closed down the courtroom and they were talking about his past history cases when he went back in 2012. He went to court in 2013, and I think in 2014 he was incarcerated, and he didn't. Let me see. I got some notes here. Okay, 2000. Oh, snap. Hold on. Oh, my. Hold on. Something not adding up right. Hold on. Something is not adding up right. He was in prison from 2003 to 2012. Yes. 2003 to 2012, he was in prison. He didn't get out until 2012. 14. We're going to have to get those numbers right. That don't even make sense. 2003, 2012, he was incarcerated. And I'm pretty sure I wrote those numbers right. So how in the world are they bringing up a case? They said a little girl in 2000 and shoot. He was incarcerated from 2003, 2012. But that don't even make sense. No wonder they wanted me to see this. Let me look at it again.
Sexually assaulting Harris and impregnating her. Investigators say he also sexually molested his own daughter. The alleged molestation began when she was under the age of 10. They further allege he sexually assaulted another girl who was under the age of 5 at the time.
She was 4 years old at the time, and she was the daughter of one of Mr. Butts' girlfriends at the time, and we believe her to have contracted chlamydia.
It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's worse than what I thought it was. I've been trying to bring attention to him since 2022, and I did not realize it was this bad.
Bond was remanded for 41-year-old Butts. He's currently incarcerated on an unrelated weapons charge. The sexual assault charges involving minors date back to 2012. Investigators say he started molesting Naziah Harris in 2022.
Unbelievable. I just want this case to move forward. Naziah receives the justice that she deserves. And any other victims who have been victimized by this maniac.
Authorities believe there are likely more children who were victimized by BUTTS. Meanwhile, Harris's body was never found.
I would encourage any other victims who have been victimized by this man, please speak up. Don't be afraid.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all probably heard an echo. I was just too in tune. I still didn't get what I wanted out of it. It's just not making sense. We're going to look at these because I thought that he was in prison all the way to 2014. I'm going to pull those records again. Anyway, he shouldn't have, they should have made him go to some mandatory therapy. That's what they should have did. And, I hate to make it sound like it's just plain, and it's not. It's just it's just, oh, it's all kind of evil in it. Like people like that, they get out of prison. They don't make them do no mandatory therapy, go to some counselor session. You know, there is, I looked in the geographic of how many uh, pedophiles are in that area. Oh my goodness. It's like 10 of them on each street. I'm like, where the heck? Oh goodness. They shouldn't just let them out like that, because you know they didn't get no help. They only was like caged in. It's almost like you get a dog kill another dog. Okay, you capture the dog, you put the dog in a cage, you feed the dog, you let the dog go out and play, the dog read a book, or not read a book, but dog sit there and eat, go play for a whole year. You let the dog out thinking that the dog has changed. He see another dog, what is he gonna do? He's gonna attack the dog and get in a fight. Boom. You got, it's just gonna repeat itself, because that thirst is still there. They do nothing to help these people when they come out to reform. They talking about reform. Nothing's reform. They have therapy and counseling for them. They either go or don't. Well, they need to go. They need to make it mandatory to go. And if they don't go, then they need to put them somewhere and put them back in jail until they go. Or, maybe cut off their ping pong. And so, they can't, that's not going to stop a person though. They'll do other little acts with them or something. But we're going to have to check out those numbers, because shoot, I pulled that rap sheet and it said 2003 to 2012, and he got out in 2014. So I don't know how he could been doing something with another little girl. Now I was told that, and that is why the one lady got on there and she says, if there's any more victims, please come out. They want if they get one more person, I guarantee you they already got that person. But, and I say that like a fact, but if they, I mean, what, it's just like this one lady, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off of here. Now, I didn't hear the whole thing, but I heard that some lady from way back in 2000 or something, 2004, she was saying, oh, he brought her to the house, and they met on a dating site, and he got her to the house, and the family took pictures of the car and the tag, and somebody with red hair was driving or something. And I was like, that don't even make sense, because he was incarcerated in 2003 to 2012. And I know that to be sure. That I know to be sure. I got it right here in front of me. And not only that, that's a lie. Now, maybe she got the time mixed up, but for the person that that just called in, Mr. Wayman, and what Street Wayman was saying, that's not the house that they grew up in. They're they even told us in court that their grandmother raised them. That's what they said in court. And that street is not called Line anything. I mean, it's just, It's public records. It's public records. And last time when Wayman and I spoke, we spoke about the school they went to and all of that. So I got all that information, what school he went to, and then the people that went to school with them. So, you know, every conversation can bring some light or bring some information, you know. But yeah, that's crazy. That's just like that girl was saying, yeah, he picked her up. It was in 2004. And I'm like, I'm going to listen a little bit. I don't even think I was even in the chat or whatever. I think I did hear a little bit of it, but I quit listening to it because it just didn't. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, you guys. Trust and believe. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying she probably got her year mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Because he was incarcerated in 2003 to 2012, and he got out. And you know how sometimes you have to do back time on other stuff or time on another case or something. He did not get out of prison until 2014. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. This is your Saturday. I want you to enjoy it. Keep Naziah on your hearts and your mind and your prayers, and let's try to bring this little girl some justice. And I can't even say family because I don't know who really is in her corner. You know, because you got grandma. You can't say grandma's in her corner. So who do we? I mean, we could pray for all of them, no matter what. We pray for all of them, but um, you know, let's just pray for the family, you guys. All right, be good, be safe, and be nice to everybody. Bye.